Hello again, Master University Doc here, live from the night shift. I just got finished taking care of Audrey. I actually shot this video a couple times. One where I just decided that I was going to redo it, and a second where I realized I wasn't shooting the entire time, so that was fun. Looking at this thing now, I can tell that I'm actually recording, so wonderful. This video is basically about overcoming obstacles of offline marketing. So basically, the reason why I'm going through this video is kind of a follow up to the last video that I just did. My first video in Return to Form. Be sure to check that video out in the annotation. I'm probably going to put it somewhere around here or something. But basically, the reason why I'm going over this is because I want to elaborate on some of the issues that a lot of you guys might be having in traditional networking. So let's get started with the video. Basically, I have some notes here, so I might be looking over just to kind of get an idea of where I am, because I don't want to leave anything out. I want to make sure that I cover all of you guys, because I know there's a lot of you. And the kind of first direction that I want to go in is just a lot of people don't have direction as far as education goes. A lot of these network marketing businesses do not educate you on how to build your business. They give you 4 simple steps. Okay, they give you list building, they give you follow up, they give you qualifying the lead and getting them to see the plan most of the time. Right? That's kind of how it generally goes. You also sell products or services, but most of the time you're looking to recruit other people into your business. Now, one of the reasons why this is a really painful process for a lot of people is because they don't know what they're doing. They don't have any education. They don't know how to generate leads. So one of the reasons why a lot of people have trouble is because they tell you to call people on your A list. Who are the people who would come to you if you had a flat tire or what have you? Okay, fantastic. If you aren't already in business for like 6 years like I am, you've already slammed your list where if I call them up, they're just like, hide the credit card. It's James. They know what I'm up to. So that kind of makes things a little bit different for me. Also, just sometimes and most of the time, if not all the time, when you're calling your friends and family, or you're calling all your people from high school, or maybe that baby that was next to you in the nursery, you're just like, wonder who that baby was in the crib next to me at the hospital I was born in. You know, it's not targeted. You might find some people, you might not. I'm not saying that none of these things work, but I do find that they're very horribly inefficient. And a lot of reasons why a lot of people don't like to do them is because a lot of the times you're making calls and communication styles have changed. If you're anybody under 30 or like you're, I want to say not quite as old as some of the traditional network marketers, you might have some trouble with this. Now, it's not necessarily say that everybody has issues with this. There are some younger people that are definitely crushing it in traditional networking and offline marketing. But however, a lot of people find that they're trying to call their friends and family and they're just not answering the phone. A lot of young people aren't getting the results that they want, which is why you'll find also a lot of young people in online marketing. A lot of people can argue that that's not the case, but definitely back before there were answering machines and before there was online social media, before there was text messaging, people answered their phones because they kind of had to. People were home. They worked one job. You had a family. You were home for dinner. You were there and you did things with them. And then if somebody called, you answered. Just kind of like how, back in the day, people would come to your door unannounced. They would knock and you'd be, perfectly okay with somebody coming on in because you're just like, oh, we got visitors. Everybody's excited and you had all the stuff ready just in case you had guests. And there was a stand-up comedian who talked about this. I'm pretty sure. I forget who it was. I don't know if it was Joe Coy or what, but the point is, nowadays, somebody knocks on your door without answering, without letting you know ahead of time. It's kind of like, who's that? It's just not the same as it used to be. So it's like you gotta kind of consider the communication styles have changed a little bit. I might do a whole video just off of that. But another reason why a lot of people are having a lot of issues, just to move on, is just that they're wasting time traveling. Whether you have a car and you just got bald tires from just driving to home meetings, which sucks because sometimes it's really far, and getting there and getting back is like a whole portion of your night, and that's keeping you away from your family. A lot of reasons why I do home business is to actually be at home and do business. All right, I didn't have plans to drive all over the place, and it's not that I don't want to prospect. It's just that I don't want to spend all this time away from my family when I have a job that I'm probably trying to get out of. A lot of people can relate to that, and they're spending time with their job, and then they're spending time building their business hardcore, and they're not really there for your family. If you don't have a super supportive spouse that's there with you the whole time, maybe that's a really big strain on your marriage. Maybe that she just has to be a little bit more, or he just has to be a little bit more supportive. But a lot of times, there are solutions like being home and actually doing the stuff on your laptop that can make that a lot easier. And another reason why people are having a lot of trouble when it comes to transportation is maybe they don't have a car. Maybe they're in this business to make the extra money to get a car. So what happens when you don't do that? Well, yeah, your mentors might be willing to give you a ride here and there if they're really cool. and a lot of them usually are. But sometimes you don't want to have to rely on them to build your business because they're not always available. And a lot of the times you got to kind of make accommodations. And if you can do that, all power to you. But even if you're the person who's driving around the people in your downline who don't have cars, how often can you do it? For how many people can you do it? How many people can you save from their inability to travel, in order to build a business? Not everybody can do that. I went to the Food Line in my local area and I found out that when I needed a jump, most of the people working there didn't have cars. Okay, so it's not really just a normal, it's not an uncommon issue that a lot of people have. So another reason why, people might be stopped from building their business is travel. A lot of people don't have targeted prospects. I just already went over this, but one of the big things that is really important to get is that you have to go where the people are that are looking for your opportunity. Places like, how to make money with like the Millionaire Mindset Intensive, workshops, things with success coaches that are doing live public trainings. You'll find people who are looking for an opportunity to make more money, as opposed to going to a random place like Walmart and walking around aimlessly to do it. Yeah, sure, it duplicates, because every single city like has a Walmart, but is it effective? No, it's not. So you're always kind of looking around wherever you are because you don't know where to prospect and just wondering, I wonder if this person's going to be my next, paycheck or my next big person. I mean, I get it. It's like one of those things where you just never know who might really be interested, kind of looking for the no's, you can find the yeses, but a lot of times you can go online, you can figure out how to target people specifically with social media, with blogging, with I don't know, solo ads. You can market to a list that somebody else has built of people who are already interested in the things that you're looking for. Be it, I don't know, it could be organic foods. It could be golfing. If you want to find people who like to golf, you don't go to your job and ask every single person, hey, do you like to golf? Do you like to golf? Do you like to golf? No. You go to the golf stores. You go to like Dick's, or you find people in the golf section, or you go to golf courses and you actually ask them. If you play video games or something weird, and you're like me, you go to where the game room is and you find people who are playing games. You ask them if they want to play games with you outside of work, and they say yeah. Like that's where you find it. You don't just ask everybody if they play video games. It's a waste of your time. So a lot of people are spending money on auto ship. Big one for a lot of people who have specific products they have to buy all the time. It's not a big deal, but I mean, sheesh, if you're not making any money, it is. People are hopping from thing to thing, just not being able to build team cultures. Moving kind of fast here because I want to make this video shorter than the last. And that's just a lack of culture. Sometimes you have really great culture, but it's kind of hard to stay in a business when you're not making any money. And that brings me to the next thing, not making any money. A lot of people who don't know how to sell, which is an overwhelming amount of people. Okay, and a business may tell you, well, we're not selling, we're just kind of letting people know what we have access to, or something like that. And it's just kind of like, yeah, no, you're selling. You are, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to create a commission or a product sale by showing it to somebody and asking them what they want. That's selling. And knowing how to sell is important. And it's very clear. I mean, it has to become very clear to a person who's doing something like this that they need to learn how to do that. But if you don't know how to sell, maybe you can leverage somebody else who does know how to sell. That's what an online market can do, an online system. So they always end up blaming the thing that they're in instead of themselves. A lot of people don't take responsibility for their own lack of efforts, but really what it is that they don't know what they're doing, and they're hopping from thing to thing and they're blaming the thing because they don't know what they're doing. So don't have targeted prospects, driving home meetings, wasting time traveling, don't have leads. I'm pretty sure that I've covered everything. Downlines of thousands of people and they're not making any money. I mean, that's a big one because if your system doesn't really have a big commission plan, or just everybody doesn't know how to do what you're doing, that's a problem. Now, does online marketing duplicate? Yes. Does it duplicate because people can easily pick it up? Not necessarily. It's duplicatable because you can create systems where people can leverage your efforts. You can go on Google Hangouts and you can have your whole entire team of 30 people get on there, or 500 or 10,000, because it's online. You don't have to worry about being limited by your area and growing your business only as big as you can handle it, because there's a good chance that not all your people are in your same state or your same country or you're even same side of the hemisphere of the earth. All right. It's really important that if you really want to grow a big team, and if you absolutely need to grow a big team to create a commission, there might be a problem. But if you don't, you still want to build a big team, well, then maybe you're going to have to find ways to leverage your time and the ability to have people, because renting out a room for a home meeting or bringing strangers to your home where your family is, which you might be tired of doing, isn't probably the best option. You don't have to rent out a room to get people to event to sell them into the opportunity when Google Hangouts is free. So you can easily do that as long as you recruit people by marketing online, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, by doing leads, by creating solo ads, by following up with email, autoresponders. All of these things are solutions to the problems of offline marketing. Because what you're basically doing is you're using your laptop or your phone, because a lot of people can even do that, and that means you can do it from anywhere, are finding ways to create content, much like this video, and market that to people who are looking for these solutions. Because a lot of them are having them, and instead of ignoring them or telling them to deal with it, you kind of have to get with the times a little bit sometimes and understand that there are some ways that you can build your business that's a little bit different. And if people aren't feeling like they can do that in your business, then they're probably going to hop from thing to thing. So as far as overcoming those obstacles, the whole solution, online marketing, and I can't cover that in one video. I'm trying to keep them short. Like I said, this one's running about 11 minutes. So hope you like this video. If you just relate to any of these issues, check out my blog. Check out my other videos. A lot of them are going to talk about just strategies. It's called the Marketing Dojo. And you can easily get your hands on some training and opportunities with that if you just plug in with me and figure out what you want to do. But as far as it goes, hope you like this video. If it's on YouTube, like and subscribe. If it's on Facebook, like and share. And like my page on Facebook, Master of Adversity Doc, facebook.com/Master of Adversity Doc. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. So hope you got some value, and I'll see you guys next time.